Hi, Claude Whitacre here. I'm a sales trainer. I'm a sales speaker. I speak to groups of salespeople across the country. I've also written several books on the subject of selling, and I wrote a book called One Call Closing. And frankly, closing sales is something that I get asked about a lot. Okay, the first thing that people ask about is, how do I close? How do I increase your closes? How can I close more? Well, it's going to be a short video, and I'm going to talk about one very, very small aspect of it that is incredibly important, that a lot of people don't ever address and never think about, and it's this. The way that you speak when you're closing, your tone of voice, the cadence, the speed that you talk it with, how loud do you speak, whether you sound nervous or not. When you're closing sales, when you're getting to the close and you start asking somebody to buy, remember the presentation that you're giving. You're enthusiastic, but you were conversational. You weren't all giddy, you weren't all nervous, you were actually talking about a product, you were talking to the customer about their needs. Your language has to stay the same all the way through the close. If you're conversational in a presentation, if you're conversational when you're prospecting, you have to just be conversational when you're closing. Here's why. Because if you act in any way other than perfectly normal, like this is just the normal part of the presentation, if you act any other way, you change the pitch, you start acting nervous, you start talking faster, so I've had guys kind of start whispering. I've had guys kind of like they don't want to talk about it, or they delay or something like that. They don't want to talk about the close, they want to delay the close. If you do anything like that, if anything changes in your delivery, it sounds, there's only one way that customer, or probably not a customer, the one way that customer is going to think about you, and they're going to think there's something wrong. For example, if you start closing and you change your pitch and you start talking faster, people notice that. Maybe they don't even notice it consciously, but they know that something's different. And now they start paying attention and they're thinking, why is he talking faster now? Why is he nervous? Why doesn't he think this is a good deal? Does he think there's something wrong with the deal? Is he trying to pull something on me? Okay, that's what they're thinking. If anything changes when you're doing your close, people start thinking there's something wrong. And the other thing is not just your language and the tempo and all that, it's the hesitancy. I see so many salespeople, when they start closing, they don't want to close. So they kind of keep the conversation going because they don't want to close because they're afraid the person's going to say no. Well, here's what happens if you delay the close. People start wondering, why is he not asking me to buy? Why is he here if he's not going to ask me to buy? Okay, and then they're going to start wondering, well, what's wrong that he doesn't want to ask me to buy? Why is he delaying that? What is it about? Is it that the price is too high? Is it that he doesn't believe in his product? See, it's just a conversation. And then you have to act this way, and I believe this, I act like this because I believe this. The closing is simply part of the sale. It's simply part of the conversation. It's just the natural thing to do. And buying is the natural thing to do. See, buying is the natural thing to do. It's expected. I expect these people to buy from me. So there's no reason why I should get nervous, or there's no reason why I should change the tempo or my voice or start talking faster or anything like that. Because it's distracting and it sounds an alarm in the prospect's mind. Something is wrong. And I hate to say this, but when I was sales training and I would go with reps on their appointments, one of the things that I would see is that they would start getting nervous when they were closing. And I could look at the prospect's face and see all that desire for the product drain out of their face. The reps killed sales, and that's when they killed it. They killed it by being not genuine when they were closing. Go and do likewise, my friends.